Welcome, everybody. You're on Mind Your Biz, and we have Rick Sutton, the founder of the Mingle Mask. That's that mask that's clear, people, so we could see all your faces. How you doing, Rick?
I'm good, Evan. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for coming through. So this was one of these things that I was thinking of, I'm sure a million other people, when everyone started wearing that ugly blue mask. I'm like, oh, God, So how quick did you think of it, and what made you attack it and get it done?
That's a great point, because I was actually, what happened is a year ago, we went to a restaurant when this whole started, and I had a server come up to me, and it was interesting that she came up with a full mask on, and she was trying to, give us the menu and the specials, and we couldn't really understand her. So it was amazing that she kept pulling the mask down to try and communicate with us. And I sat there with my wife and going, this is not right. I mean, this is, this is not, I don't even feel good here. It was a very intrusive, conversation. I felt it was not a great atmosphere to be in. So I thought my background, it was from the alcohol beverage industry, talking to servers, learning what they need. And then I came up with the idea to say, well, why don't we come up with a mask that's still clear? I could see their expressions. I can understand them, and they can actually be comfortable wearing this and not move it around all day. Still stop them from touching their face and stop the wear from spreading, the droplets from going anywhere. So this is where this all came from. And at that point, I took it from the next step and got my designers involved. And we came up with this cool idea that covers your nose, covers your mouth, but it lets the expressions come through when you wear it. So
great story. You solved the problem. Other than the band, how's it preventing it from muffling, your speech?
Yeah. So what happened? We actually created the design of this was a chin rest. So it sits on your chin, and it keeps it away from your mouth. So you put it on like this. It sits away from your mouth, and now you can actually talk, and it will not fog up glasses. It feel comfortable. You can breathe better, and you can wear it all day. And the beauty of this is, it's FDA approved PET material, 100% safe. It's reusable. You just wash it again and reuse it again. And people have great success where we launched this. We had the hearing impaired, people with asthma, breathing difficulties. They really appreciated this because they could not wear a mask all day. And especially for the hearing impaired, going to a store they do not understand, they have to read lips. So it was great when they saw servers wearing this so they can understand what actually is going on.
Yeah. Wow. So how difficult has it been to really get the message out that, because there's so many masks on the market. There's even some clear ones out there. Obviously, there's tons of shields. So how were you able to, separate yourself and reach out to the masses and let them know about the Mingle Mask? How were you able to achieve that? It's very, very hard, even though it's a highly, desirable product. It's still, there's so much competition.
So when we first brought this out, we actually launched it and we used a lot of social media platforms. But our best sales tools were people wearing it. So the more people that wore it, and I used to go to the Costco's of the world and the department stores wearing this mask. And honestly, Evan, I was pulled over, 30, 40 times. I had to carry business cards with me just to give them out. Everybody's going, where'd you get that mask? I can't breathe. I need this mask. It went on. And then we just had individuals coming into our office here and becoming our distributors. So people are out there saying, look, can I buy a case? I'm going to go out there. I want to give this to my hair salon. I want to give this to my gym. I want to give this, to the restaurant that I know. And it just snowballed to the point where we were allowing online. When we did it online, we actually allowed people to come pick them up, and still say safe at the front door. But we were having one day, we probably had 300, 400 people standing around our building trying to get masks. It was crazy. And that was showing the vibe that we had. And then it really trickled into the school boards. Our teachers started calling us and saying, look, I got to communicate with my students. So I need to wear this, something that they can see my face. And even the younger children were wearing them because they will never put a mask on all day. They just play with it, they pull it off, and had great success with that as well. So we had a really good success story based on just people wearing the mask and a little bit of social media, and it took off without any marketing dollars put into it. So
that's great. I mean, that's a pretty organic way to grow it. Obviously, word of mouth is always the best.
It
the
is.
best way to sell your products.
It is.
So that's excellent. And now, have you seen, obviously, the hype of of COVID, curtailed and just kind of diminished before the Delta. So how did this new resurgence of the Delta affect the mask again?
Yeah, what we're finding is now, because of percentage of the population being vaccinated now, I find that we're almost calling this a transitional or post-pandemic mask as well now, because you feel like, I know the Delta variant's coming out, but we feel that people are very uncomfortable now. They're wearing the old mask. So with the new mask, we're promoting it. Actually, we're, as that point, saying, look, still stay safe, feel comfortable, look good, and still during this Delta variant coming around. So we actually relaunched it again in the US and Canada now, and we've had great success with it. And we just had a summer sale put on about a month ago, and we're having great traction with that as well. So I feel I had a call yesterday from a girl who was at a wedding on the weekend, and it's a true story. She went to the wedding and she goes, can I get some masks for you? I did this wedding and everybody had to wear a mask, and then they take the mask off for dinner. And then at that point, all the girls at dinner time felt uncomfortable, so they all put lipstick on. So then when they go to dance, they had to put their mask back on, and all the lipstick smeared on their masks. She goes, this would be so nice to see everybody's expression, especially at a wedding when you're dancing, having fun. And it's transitional into that new world we're going to have to live through. So maybe with moving forward with the post-pandemic world, we feel this is another great solution. Still stay safe, but at least let people feel good, look good, wear lipstick, show your expressions, and smile again. And that's where we're at. So
excellent. And I think there's a lot of, I personally feel there's a lot of collateral benefits to wearing the mask. Supposedly, according to some of the doctor friends that I know, nurses, but flu rates went down, colds, all sorts of nasty stuff that we kind of forgot about since COVID had the spotlight. But the mask is really, keeping you safe from a whole lot of germs, not just COVID.
It is a great point. And the fact is that you the wearer, or me the wearer, are the person that spread the droplets or whatever. And that this mask definitely protects you. It's like I say, it's FDA approved plastic. Nothing will get through that mask. And then they just wash at the end of the day. And moving on, we did create another mask called the MM2, which does more coverage and covers the top as well as the sides a little closer. And we brought that out about a month ago. And that would be more, let's say, for medical, let's say you're going to your doctors and things like that, where you might want more coverage. But we just brought that out. We designed it as well. Unique design. We came up with that idea as well. And that's just started taking off about a month ago. So we give the opportunity for the consumers to have two options now.
And now the word mingle, I get the connotation of, let's mingle, let's chat it up. So is that how you came up with, like, I want to see your face, I want to see you smile, I want to see you laugh?
It's crazy. One of my designers, Don, and I were on the phone one day, and he already designed with me the shape of the mask. And it was kind of a more fun look to it. And we could have fun with the logo. And then we're sitting there going, man, what are we going to call this thing? Like, what are we going to call this, kind of mask? It's clear. No, it's kind of boring. And then I said, well, what's the point of this mask? It's seeing people smile again, getting out again, talking, mingling. He goes, mingle. He goes, that's it. Let's call it mingle. We started laughing on the phone, and we said, you know what? That is catchy. Let's use that. I love that name. So right away, next day I called my lawyers and we trademarked the name Mingle Mask, and we just went with it. And it's been fun. And it's funny when you say that, because I was at a restaurant once, I was sitting outside the patio and I was wearing my mask, and a lady beside me had a mask on, my mask as well. And she goes, hey, look at you, you're wearing the Mingle Mask. And I went, wow, that was 1 month into the launch. And I thought, wow, we created a brand, a name in 1 month, which is unheard of, for somebody to call us the Mingle Mask right away without even promoting it. So that was really good about that. Yeah.
That's amazing when that happens. That feeling is just like all the hard work of branding and marketing and getting it to people. It really hits you when someone else tells you, right?
So rewarding. It is. Yeah.
It feels great, because it is a lot of work. regardless of how necessary something like this has been, it's still a ton of work getting people educated, getting them to be aware of it.
It is. So no, it's been a great ride, and we're going to continue with this and keep people safe and give them options. And this is a great option for people. So
perfect. Now the big question, obviously, where does everyone get the mask? What's the easiest way to get it?
So right now we do have some retailers in Canada. We're doing some retail business in the US, but right as it stands right now, you just go to themingleMask.com and you can go order it online as well as Amazon. So we have Amazon USA and Amazon Canada now that are carrying our mask. So that's launched about a month ago. So they have both accesses to either use our website, which is 100% safe, or you can go on Amazon and buy through Amazon.
Perfect. Is there anything we missed about this mask? Because it's really all pretty clear, literally.
No pun intended. Yeah. So
right.
It's it is. I mean, I think overall, no, I think we covered a lot of the components here. I think we just want to give the opportunity for consumers to wear something different, still feel safe, and be comfortable. And that's what we've done. And hopefully, people catch on to this. And the more that wear it, the better it is, because it promotes for us and lets people realize how comfortable this mask really is. So hopefully it continues on, because we don't know what the future brings for all of us. So hopefully this is a solution for everyone. So
absolutely. And just, for our entrepreneurs out there, how difficult was it to get it from the startup phase of designing the mask to actually producing it and just getting it to market? Because, a lot of entrepreneurs that want to start up, there's a different story for different products. So how difficult or not difficult was it to get it to market?
It's fairly difficult to the fact that, well, first of all, you have to know how to manufacture it, first of all, because it's a unique design, a unique way to manufacture. So at the end of the day, my background does help me with this, with the beverage industry. I did design a lot of products for the beverage industries. So how we did this is we came up with a design. At that point, we come up with a trade name, like we talked about, the Mingle Mask. And then I find two manufacturers that I know could do it. So you create one mold. One mold comes out. We test it. We do focus groups, make everybody wear it, and make sure it's comfortable. It covers the area we want it to cover. And then we go back from that point. We tell the manufacturer, go to an 18 cavity mold. At that point, we can produce 100,000 of these a day. And then it goes into the co-packing facility, where we have to now make the co-packers aware of, sanitary reasons. You have to wear gloves when we wear this, so it's all protected. And then we package them. So a lot of aspects go into the design of the package, making the components. We're using co-packers to get this done. And at that point, where you're doing all this as an entrepreneur, you have to protect yourself. This is a unique product. We designed it. And while all this is going on, I was working with lawyers, patent lawyers, to make sure North America and Europe were covered for patents, design patents, along with trade names, which is the Mingle Mask. And then again, I hired 5 people to start. And for an entrepreneur part, you need financing. Exactly, one of the biggest hurdles for any entrepreneur is financing the opportunity. So that financially, I was fine to do it, because you do have to put a lot of money up front to get this off the ground. And the other hurdle I would say would be forecasting the business. How do we know what this is going to do? And that was one of our biggest hurdles going through COVID. Is these manufacturers that I use work for other companies, of course, like chocolate companies who do vac trays and things like that, and clear. So when I go back and let's say I order 500,000 masks, and all of a sudden we sell out in 2 weeks. I go back to my manufacturer and say, okay, I need another 500,000. Well, they're saying, well, you have to wait 2 weeks. You got to go on the line now. So what happens is you have to make sure you forecast properly to ensure that you have enough product. You don't want to run out. So that was one of our biggest troubles.
You don't want to run out, and you don't want to overorder either.
Yes, because then you're sitting on inventory. Exactly. So that was one of the biggest hurdles I had.
Excellent. Well, thanks for sharing the process. And really, I think it's a great idea, great product. I haven't tried it out myself, but I like the whole idea of a clear mask, especially if you're vaccinated, and obviously for medical purposes, for people that are deaf for people that, that are hard of hearing, where they need to see your lips actually. So I think there's a multitude of purposes. So I think you really solved the problem out there. So,
thank you.
Kudos to you, man. Kudos to you.
We feel good about it. So thank you.
Excellent. Well, Rick, it's been a pleasure. Everyone check out the minglemask.com. And thank you for letting us mind your biz.
Thank you. Having pleasure. Take care.
Take care.
The biz is here.